Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Rajni Chaudhary and in this particular video we will be studying about SF6 circuit breaker. Prior to this, we have already provided the video of the basics of circuit breaker, the arc phenomena which takes place in circuit breaker. Along with that, the other types of circuit breakers like air circuit breaker, air blast circuit breaker, and all circuit breaker videos are also available. You can go through them. The link is provided in the description box below. Following will be the contents of our video lecture. First, a brief introduction about SF6 circuit breaker. Then, moving on, we will be discussing the working or the operation of the SF6 circuit breaker. Here, we will be discussing how the arc quenching will take place in case of SF6 circuit breaker. Then, the types of SF6 circuit breaker will be described. Finally, the disadvantages of SF6 circuit breaker will be discussed. We will conclude the video with the references. Starting with the brief introduction about SF6 circuit breaker. As the name suggests, SF6, that is the sulfur hexafluoride gas or the SF6 gas, is used as an arc quenching medium. SF6 gas has excellent insulating property and it also possesses high electronegativity. The SF6 gas has high affinity of absorbing free electrons. That is, whenever a free electron collides with the SF6 gas molecule, it is generally absorbed by that SF6 gas molecule and thus a negative ion is formed as a result. These negative ions are generally heavy in nature and therefore this leads to reduced mobility of the negatively charged particle. As a result of this, the severity of the arcing is also reduced, and since the severity of the arcing is reduced, it becomes quite easy to quench the arc. SF6 circuit breakers are generally used for a complete range of medium voltage and high voltage electrical power system due to its various excellent properties. Also, the SF6 gas circuit breakers are generally available for voltage range from 33 kV to 800 kV and even more. So, with this, we can conclude that SF6 circuit breakers are generally employed for high voltage applications. Now, we will be discussing some of the qualities or the properties of SF6 gas. These properties are very helpful in quenching the arc. SF6 gas has low gaseous viscosity because of less molecular mobility, and so SF6 gas can efficiently transfer the heat by convection, and thus it verifies its second property, that is, SF6 gas has very good heat transfer property. Third property of SF6 gas, that is, it possesses high dielectric strength and high cooling effect, and therefore fast recombination is possible in case of SF6 gas circuit breaker. Thus, if we compare SF6 gas circuit breaker to the air circuit breaker, SF6 gas is approximately 100 times more effective as an arc quenching medium if we compare it to the air. Thus, these qualities or the properties of SF6 gas help the arc quench as soon as possible. Now, moving on to the working of SF6 circuit breaker. As you can see in the diagram, there is a moving contact and a fixed contact in the circuit breaker. These two contacts are in touch with each other during the normal condition. But when a fault occurs, the moving contact is pulled away from the fixed contact, and therefore an arc is established between the two contacts. At the same time, the SF6 gas, which was compressed and stored in a high pressure reservoir, is inserted between the gap of the two contacts where the arc is established. The SF6 gas released quench the arc. Now, we have already studied that SF6 gas has high affinity of absorbing free electrons. Thus, when these free electrons collide with the SF6 gas molecule, they produce the negative ions. These negative ions produced as a result are much heavier than the free electrons, and they reduce the mobility of the negatively charged particles. Due to the reduced mobility of the negatively charged particles, the severity of the arc is affected and it reduces. Or we can say the dielectric strength of the medium between the contacts increases, and thus in this way the arc is quenched. Also, please note that during the operation of SF6 circuit breaker, this highly compressed gas which is inserted between the contacts of the circuit breaker where the arc is established is released through the arc in the breaker and is again collected to the relatively low pressure reservoir so that we can reutilize this SF6 gas. Now let us understand the working of SF6 circuit breaker using its puffer type design. As you can see in the figure, the puffer type design of SF6 circuit breaker has following components. First, it will have the SF6 gas at rated pressure. This is stored in the cylinder. There will be two fixed contacts. As you can see, these are the two fixed contacts with a specific contact gap between them. This is the specific gap between the two, which are blocking the side vents. They are blocked. The fixed contacts are blocking the side vents during the normal operating condition. Also, a sliding cylinder bridge is there which can actually move up or down. This is your cylinder bridge and it can move up and down according to the condition of the circuit breaker. One stationary piston is present inside the cylinder. This is fixed. Now, what happens when a fault occurs? When a fault occurs, the cylindrical bridges will start moving downward, and this piston, since this piston is fixed, it will create the pressure on the gas stored in the cylinder and will compress the gas. Now the cylinder bridges will move to such a position that these vents will now get open, and the SF6 gas which is stored here, which is pressurized and compressed, will now be inserted between the contact gap of the two fixed contacts. This SF6 gas released here will now quench the arc, and in this way the SF6 gas is inserted so that it can quench the arc established between the two contacts. Also, the SF6 gas is now collected. As you can see, the down arrows are representing that the high pressurized SF6 gas is now collected at low pressure, and it is then again utilized for the next operation. This is the case when the circuit breaker is fully opened and the arc is quenched. Here the arc quenching is in progress. Types of SF6 circuit breaker. Depending upon the voltage level of application, there are basically three types of SF6 circuit breaker. First, single interrupter SF6 circuit breaker. These are generally applied for system voltage up to 245 kV. The second one is two interrupter SF6 circuit breaker. These are applied for system voltage up to 420 kV. The final one is four interrupter SF6 circuit breaker, which are applied for system voltage up to 800 kV. Talking about the disadvantages of SF6 circuit breaker. SF6 gas is a greenhouse gas, therefore its leak into the atmosphere or its release into the atmosphere must be prevented, and hence some safety regulations need to be introduced into the countries or to the system where it is being installed. The puffer type design which we have discussed needs a high mechanical energy which is almost 5 times greater than that of all circuit breaker. Thus, this can increase into the cost of the system. And references. Following are some of the references from where the content of the slide has been prepared. For more information, you can go through these references. Not only about SF6 circuit breaker, you can study about every protection device applied to the power system. With this, we end here only. In this video, we have described the working or the operation of SF6 circuit breaker. How the arc quenching takes place in such type of circuit breaker is described here. Along with it, the various types of SF6 circuit breaker depending upon the voltage level of application is also mentioned here. Finally, the disadvantages of using SF6 gets is mentioned. For more videos, stay connected and thank you.